Hi, my name is Djanaya, Esiong, and I'm your Salutatorian for the class of 2020. I was only 18 months old when my parents decided to leave the Philippines and chase the promises of the American dream. They both came from towns nestled in the mountains, growing up adjacent to rice terraces and sugarcane fields. While my parents loved their life and had deep growing roots, they always dreamed that their daughters would have the opportunities that they never had. The opportunity to chase any dream that came to mind, to pursue a higher education, and one day be even more successful than themselves. So they left the Philippines, carrying their hopes and dreams in tattered suitcases, saying goodbye to the only life they ever knew. Now, the first few years were undoubtedly tough. People were cruel to outsiders like us, and I can still recall the late night hushed discussions between my parents, wondering if we should just go home. Sometimes it felt like they were chasing a figment of their imagination, but every night my parents reminded themselves why they were doing this and why they had to do this. So we stayed. And a decade later, I'm standing in front of you all, albeit virtually, with the privilege to share this story. Now, there's a lot of people I want to thank today. First, thank you, teachers and admin, for doing more than just teaching and organizing. You've been some of our closest friends, our confidants, and our shoulders to cry on. Thank you to my friends for always giving me a reason to laugh when all I felt like doing was crying. We walked the same halls for 4 years, and when college comes, it's going to be hard to go to class and not wish you all were here next to me. But most importantly, thank you to my family, here and across the Pacific Ocean. Thank you for showing me the meaning of unconditional love and finding ways to support me however many miles away. I don't know much Tagalog, but mahal kita. I love you. My parents' story taught me an important lesson. Rarely anything worth it in life comes easily. It is not given to us, nor is it handed down. We have to continue on and persevere, fighting for our dreams despite the obstacles that we may encounter. To my parents, regardless of the unwelcoming comments spat in their face or the extreme longing to return home, they knew that these were just indicators of how close they were to building that better life for my sister and I that they had always dreamed of. So do not see hardships as interferences to your goals, but rather see them as landmarks of how far you have already come and reminders that whatever you are pursuing is truly worth it. But all of you know this because you fought diligently to walk across the stage. On paper, graduating seems easy, just 4 years of high school and 27 credits. But things happen. We have friends and family, jobs, birthdays, practices, books, clubs, and places to visit. But we also experience heartbreaks. People lose fights, and others leave before they are meant to. So 4 years and 27 credits is not as easy as it seems. But we all did it, and we did it together. We are the class of 2020, a group of students entering adulthood during a pivotal moment of history. We are no longer remaining silent and seek justice, change, and equality. We are the class of 2020, filled with students who lost a lot. Athletic seasons, club and program tournaments, our last goodbyes, closure, trips to nationals, and experiences of a lifetime. We've also lost jobs, friends, and family members. But during this pandemic, we learned how to foster friendships over FaceTime, find ourselves in nature, and finally realized just how good we had it. We're the class of 2020. And although our future may be full of unknowns, I know that we'll all eventually figure it out. Because hey, we do have 2020 vision. So congratulations on achieving this spectacular. We did it.